Oh man, it seems like everybody shines together, but not everybody is protected together. Now, what do I mean by that? Saturday night, ESTG would be hosting Summer Jam. And y'all know Summer Jam is like one of those local radio big concerts like the Summer Jam in New York, or, Powerhouse, or things like Birthday Bash in Atlanta. Kentucky had their own version of it, right? Now, there would be concerns by the local authorities and the people holding the event that there wasn't enough security. So they would make sure that they overstaffed security so everybody can make it out the same way that they came in.
LMPD will provide extra security measures at a rap concert in downtown Louisville this weekend. Louisville rapper EST GEE will perform at his Summer Jam event. It's at the KFC Yum Center tomorrow night. He has more than 1 million followers on social media. The EST in his name stands for Everybody Shine Together. In 2021, the FBI and LMPD made a major drug trafficking bust involving members of a Louisville street gang called Everybody Shine Together, also known as EST. 10 members of that gang were federally indicted, and the FBI accused them of terrorizing our communities. Well, today, LMPD sent WDRB a statement saying, in part, "We are aware of this event and the potential public safety risk involved. LMPD will be providing extra security measures to assist in maintaining the safest possible environment within our ability. We have no tolerance for violence."
But unfortunately, an event still happened. Now, they're saying after the concert, 10 minutes specifically, about 0.8 miles away from the KFC Center, which was the venue that held the concert for ESTG and all of his famous rapper buddies who came to entertain and support ESTG for performing in his hometown. They say that his manager was found dead on the scene right outside of the Louisville
Matthew, thank
Slugger.
you. 31-year-old man was found
Museum,
shot to death in a car this morning in downtown Louisville. LMPD found the victim in a car on West Main Street around 1:30 this morning. The coroner has identified the person as Devontae Beach. According to police, he'd been shot several times in a car just outside of the Louisville Slugger Museum. EMS was called, but Beach died at the scene. LMPD's homicide unit is investigating the shooting, but right now there are no suspects. If you know anything or have any information about this, call 502-574-LMPD. As always, you can stay anonymous.
Now, we do not know exactly what happened as to who did this, but we do know that ESTG is beefing with a lot of people in the city. They say he overly beefing. They say he beefing with the whole city. It's his neighborhood versus everybody. Now, I can't say for sure if that's what it was, but we do know if we use our common sense that that's definitely a high possibility. We don't know if EST Beach just happened to be driving home. We don't know if he wanted to stop, chill on the block. But what we do know is that being downtown that time, that moment was the wrong place, the wrong time. And unfortunately, he lost his life. Now, ESTG is no stranger to danger. We got to remember in 2019, ESTG was shot in his stomach. He was shot in the eye. His brother's been shot. He's lost a brother. He's had 10, 11, 12 members of the ESTG crew indicted by the feds, including one of his managers at the time. It's dangerous. When you come to Louisville, man, you fight in the feds and you fight in the streets. So it was already controversial that ESTG was even coming back home. And unfortunately, he's leaving with one less person. Now, there were some mistakes that were made in this situation. Let's talk about it. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy, IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.
What up, YouTube? It's the Top G. And if you're not subscribed to the LaFlare Lounge, then you better tap in now.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? And what the fuck is right? What the F is right? Because as y'all see, ESTG, I don't know if I want to blame you. I don't know if I want to blame blame EST Beach. Maybe both of y'all as a collective, as a unit. But I do feel like two crucial mistakes were made. Two crucial mistakes were made in this particular event. Now, the first mistake I want to say is just doing the show, period. Doing that show, I get it, is Summer Jam. I'm assuming Summer Jam was like the radio's concert that they do every summer, like most major cities do, right? So over here in Atlanta, we have Birthday Bash. There's Summer Jam over there in New York. Things of that nature. I'm assuming Powerhouse. I'm assuming that's what this was. And I see that you hosted it. ESTG hosted it. Everybody was excited that he was coming to the city. You see that they already had worries and concern about ESTG coming to perform. They upped the security. ESTG is beefing with the whole city. From some of the comments that I've read from people that say that they are from Louisville themselves, they say that this man is beefing with everybody. We hear about him popping against the ops in his music. We already know where that gets you. While the labels, they push that. They want to see that. The labels don't have to go to Louisville. I mean, ESTG, first mistake was going and doing the show. Fuck the show. Fuck Louisville. But I get it. I know a lot of you rappers, y'all feel like y'all gotta come get back to the city doing things of that nature. But home is where the hatred is. When I say home is where the hatred is, we gotta think about that. What do I mean? I'm saying you could have had a little situation where your friend might have stole something from another homie, from another nigga that you know that's now a op. Maybe he stole a grandma's weed, a couple perks, something like that. Something that could be resolved, right? Something that wasn't a big deal. Maybe you could have just fought about it and let it go. But now that you're a big rapper, it's like, nah, man, I gotta kill that nigga. I gotta kill him and that nigga. Because you know what? Them boys think they run the city when they was just down here with us. They was just chilling with us, nigga. Rolling up skimp blunts together and shit. Now all of a sudden these niggas think they big shit. Them niggas stole from us. They stole a perk from us, nigga. Hell nah, man. We can't let that slide. And don't let ESTG get on a record and say some shit about you. Now you really going in overtime. Nah, we gotta crush them niggas. We gotta crush the ops. See, that's a lot of things when these rappers, they get online and they rap and they say shit. But they don't realize they just putting they niggas who can't afford to be on them trips with you, who can't go, which they on probation, can't really leave the block. You putting them at risk when y'all out here These niggas go to the local nightclubs, local pool halls, local restaurants, take your granny to the grocery store, things of that nature. The rappers put you in a bad position. That's why I say you guys inherit the beef that the rapper gets into. What you gotta understand is, if he beefing with the whole city, then you are too. EST Beach, you inherited ESTG's beef. Now, I don't know who did the murder. I don't know if this was over some beef stuff. It could have been your own beef. But now you got your own beef to handle, and you got beef in the city that's from G. Yeah, from George. So you ain't moving the correct way. You gotta understand, it's real out here. And if you from Kentucky, if you from Louisville, you know that. So you can't just be out here just moving around any type of way. You gonna pay the ultimate price. And I think the second ultimate problem was y'all weren't protecting yourselves properly. Yeah, you weren't protecting yourself properly. Now, when I'm looking at this news article, it sounds like, Beach, you was by yourself. It sounded like you was, I don't know if you was sitting at a light. I don't know if you was sitting in the car just chilling. But when I Googled it, they said you died outside of the Louisville Slugger Center Museum. When I looked it up, man, that shit said that it's 4 minutes away from the KFC Center. 0.8 miles. Boy, you wasn't far enough to be doing anything. You might still needed to be running red lights. For real, really, you shouldn't have been driving by yourself. I'm confused. How come ESTG in the guys, they weren't moving as a unit? Y'all should have been like Chief Keef. Y'all should have been like Lil Durk when he come to Chicago. Y'all should have been like Yo Gotti when he went to the funeral. Police escorts, bulletproof trucks. You should have been moving like the president. From the minute you hit that state line, they should have took you to that concert, and then they should have took y'all back out of the city. That's how that's supposed to work. It does seem like overkill until you get killed. And that's the truth. You see what happened with your boss, ESTG? When Yo Gotti came to Memphis for a funeral, he caught the police escort, he kissed them goodbye, and he kept moving. Juke, the one who stayed around, and they gunned him down. This is the exact same thing, man. I know you wanted to come back to Kentucky, get to your community, but somebody should have stopped Beach. They should have told him, hey man, nah, we not here to have fun. We ain't here to stop and kiss the family. We here to do a job and get out. We have fun in other places. We are you died in a neutral zone, man. Downtown in any major city, everybody know that's a neutral zone to get hurt. Cause everybody gonna be downtown. Your ops on the west side, your ops on the south side, north side, south side, whatever it may be, midtown. Downtown is dangerous, man. And especially 10 minutes after a concert, you know it's people hanging around. It's people trying to meet up. Hey, man, where y'all want to go after this, man? Oh, y'all want to go? You want to go get something to eat? Oh, you want to go to the club? Oh, you want to go after hour spot? Yeah, you can't just be lingering, man. A mile away? That ain't even enough. There's people probably walking downtown that made it that far. 10 minutes? No, it was a lot of mistakes going on right there. You know, most likely you could have been followed. Or maybe you was just still so close to the event that one of the ops just popped out and said, hey, ain't that Beach? Ain't that the manager? Hey, you got Blick on you? All right, come on. Yeah, that's how it worked. You know, I ain't no expert street nigga, but I do know that if there's niggas actually out here that want to kill my homie, they probably want to kill me too. You know, G, he probably moving the right way. He should have had you next to him in the bulletproof. It sounded like you drove there. You drove there? So you just went and picked up the whip from down the street where you live at and drove there. Nah, man, we gotta move as a unit. We ain't losing nobody tonight. That's the mentality you gotta think. We ain't losing nobody tonight. Let's get the bulletproof sprinter. Let's get everybody in the sprinter. Listen, some of y'all can't go. It is what it is. That's how this works. But the number one thing is just don't listen. You associate yourself with street people, this is what happens, unfortunately. But you're gonna be a manager, you know, you just gotta know you a target too, man. So this is so unfortunate. Rest in peace to Beach. The crazy part about this is, probably, you know, they gonna say RIP Beach. They gonna rap about it 6 months later. Probably ain't gonna hear nothing else about him. You ain't gonna hear nothing else about him, unfortunately. That's just the way that the game go. That's just the way that life go, man. So, y'all let me know what y'all think down below. What mistakes did Beach and G make? Getting killed, probably being on a high. ESTG had all his rapper friends come to Louisville. I mean, you don't have that many people in Louisville at one time unless you probably doing derby. He had everybody there for him, just for one of your closest partners to get killed. That boy been through a lot, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Ooh.